Okay. Calling case number 230-603-7701. The people of the state of Michigan versus Ariana Banks. The defendant is being charged with assault with a dangerous weapon, felonious assault, domestic violence. For count 2, defendant is set for probable cause hearing today.
Appearances for the record, starting with counsel for the people, please.
Good afternoon, Your Honor. Shelley Drain for the people, P number 60249.
All right,
And it's
counsel.
Ronald Ambrose appearing on behalf of Ms. Banks, my P number 45504.
All right. Counsels, how are we proceeding in this particular matter? Today's the date and time set for a probable cause conference.
We are requesting a preliminary examination, Your Honor.
All right. Do you have all are you aware that you have all of the discovery that's available at this time, Attorney Ambrose?
I believe I do. I did receive an email earlier this morning.
All right. Do we have a date selected for the preliminary exam at this time?
Oh. No, we do not. It is January 10th.
That's fine.
January 10th. What time is available for them?
That's going to be at 11:15.
11:15 a.m. Does that work for both of you? All right. So I'm going to set this matter for a preliminary exam on January 10th at 11:15 a.m. Thank you so much for your patience. And Attorney Ambrose, I see you're at the dentist, so enjoy that situation for you, okay?
Thank you.
All right. Thank you for your diligence.
I didn't know if it was that obvious, but I guess it is.
I'm like a finder of information, and so I use all my context clues. So I appreciate you. Enjoy the rest of your day, okay?
Yeah. Take care of yourself.
You too.
All right.
Okay. Are we ready on MD Con?
Yes, we are, Madam Clerk.
Cool.
Okay. 1 second. Okay. Calling case number 220-607-0101. The people of the state of Michigan versus the defendants, MD Zana Khan. The defendant is being charged with count 1, assault with a dangerous weapon, felonious assault. Count 2, domestic violence. The defendant is set for probable cause hearing today.
All right. Appearances for the record, starting with counsel, please.
Good afternoon, Your Honor. Shelley Drain for the people, P number 60249.
All right.
Good afternoon, Your Honor. Kevin McLean, P 80997, appearing on behalf of Mr. Khan, who's present in my office via Zoom. Mr. Khan, could you state your name for the record, please?
All right. Counsels, how are we proceeding? Today is the date and time set for a PCC conference in this particular matter.
Yes, I've had a chance to talk with Ms. Drain, and I believe that we are doing a preliminary exam. I believe one of the dates that had been proposed was January 8th, which works for my calendar. And my client has been advised of the 21-day rule and is waiting.
All right. Is January 8th available?
No, it is not, Your Honor. January 11th or January 10th.
Was it the 10th or 11th, Madam Clerk?
10th, I believe. I think 10th is going to be your Wednesday, and he typically does these type of matters on that day.
I have a conflict on that Wednesday. If the 11th was a possible day, I have availability on.
Attorney Drain, does he do these type of cases on Tuesdays and Thursdays?
No, Tuesdays and Thursdays are reserved for his homicide days.
That's what I thought. So you can have an adjourned PCC till January 3rd, so you can figure out a better day that works with his calendar if you would like.
Okay, are there only availabilities as of now, Madam Clerk, on the 10th then?
At this time, yes.
Okay. And the adjourned PCC would be the 3rd, which I have a conflict. Is there a different date that week?
1 second.
I'm sorry, Your Honor. I thought that we had a date squared away previous.
It's okay. I thought so.
January 9th. January 9th at do you want that date, sir?
January 9th, does that work for you?
I have a mediation that morning.
We can do it at 11 a.m.
You guarantee that I'm gonna be, why don't we do the PCC on the 3rd and I will get someone to cover for it.
Okay. All right. So I'm gonna set this matter for a probable cause conference on January 3rd at 8:30 a.m. Are there any discovery issues out there outstanding at this point in time that you're aware of?
Now, I had a chance to speak with Ms. Drain, and I believe that there is a 911 call that we're requesting. I believe I've received the remaining items of discovery.
All right. And Attorney Drain, are you familiar? Have you spoken with him already about that concern?
Yes, yes, I have, and I'm going to be requesting the 911 call, 911 calls, any and all 911 calls. And I do apologize because I did speak with defense counsel and I did think that, you know, that the 8th might be available, but I obviously I don't have judge's schedule, but
And I don't either. So
sorry.
I'm so sorry to everyone. We're only given certain dates and I hate to go outside of it because I never know what's planned and I don't want to mess up what he has going on for his pocket because he takes such good care of it. So, all right. Sorry about that. Okay.
Understood, Your Honor. No worries.
All right. If there's nothing further, that concludes this hearing. His bond is continued at this time. Okay.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Thank
You're
you.
very welcome. All right. Absolutely.
Okay, let's see. Ms. Tozak, do you have someone else? Ms. Tozak?
Yes, I'm standing in for Rick Nelson and
Okay.
Mensa.
Okie dokie. Okay, Your Honor, Edward Mentor has a matter also set for tomorrow, and they're asking for both of these matters to be set together.
Oh, absolutely. So do we want to move it to tomorrow or are we setting it right now for the next date? Do we know?
I could call both cases and we can set it today.
That'll be
Right.
fantastic.
Mhm.
Do you have his calendar to know what days? We got that date?
And this is,
Judge, he told me that it would be set for exam on January 10th.
Fantastic. All right, that's all I needed to hear. Go ahead, call both cases. We're gonna put them on there.
Okay. Calling case number 230-642-501. The people of the state of Michigan versus Edward Mensa. The defendant is being charged with count 1, domestic violence, third offense, notice. The defendant is also being charged with case number 230-603-866. 3860. The state of Michigan versus Edward Mensa. The defendant is being charged with domestic violence, third offense. This case is set for probable cause today.
Appearances for the record, starting with counsel for the people, please.
And good afternoon, Your Honor. Shelley Drain for the people, P number 60249. I'm on both cases.
All right, and counsel standing.
Good afternoon, Your Honor. I'm standing in for attorney of record Rick Nelson on behalf of Mr. Mensa on both cases.
And Mr. Mensa, I see you're present on the screen. Can you please unmute yourself and state your name for the record?
Edward Mensa.
All right. Counsel, this is the date and time set for a probable cause conference. It's my understanding that both of these matters would like to be set for a preliminary examination. Attorney Drain, have you provided or sent the discovery to Attorney Nielsen on this particular matter?
Yes, Judge.
All right, and he's not here today to affirm that, but at least I know that she's at least sent her information to Attorney Nelson, so we should be good to go for a probable cause for a preliminary exam on the date of January 10th. If for some reason Ms. Toulas, attorney has not received that, could you please have him reach out to Attorney Drain before the 10th?
I will,
Okay.
Judge.
All right, so it's no issues on that date of, okay? Was there a time selected for this particular matter, Attorney Drain, or can we just put it for that morning?
10:38.
Oh, 10:30 a.m. All right. Thank you very much. All right, 10:30 a.m. We'll put both of your matters that day. Sir, this is in person, so you need to physically come down to 36th District Court and appear before the Honorable Judge King. His courtroom is on the second floor, okay? Second
Yes,
floor, report at 10:30 a.m. Judge King's courtroom physically in person on that date, okay?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right. If there's nothing further, you are all set. We'll see you down here for that matter.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome. Bonds continue.
Thank you, Your Honor. Everyone have a wonderful holiday
You
season.
too. Please
You
tell your
too.
daughter I said hello.
I will.
Thank you.
I'm sure she would say hello back if I told her right now. So hello from her.
Thank you so much.
Thank
Attorney
you. Have a
Krause?
great.
You too.
Good morning.
Good morning. How are you doing?
I'm doing good. How are you?
Good, good. So good to see you. I don't get to
Good
see
to
all these
see you,
faces I used
too.
to see all the time. Oh man, I miss y'all. Not enough to come back to the
Yeah.
Silver says hello.
I said hi. All right. Hi, how are you doing? So good to see you.
And a happy holiday, Judge.
Happy holidays to you too. I love it. They
And
probably
you too, Miss Drain.
Thank you. You too.
All right. What matter do you have today? I don't see
I'm
it.
here for Mr. Cripps.
For Mr. Cripps, the competency hearing, right?
Yes.
Oh, do we have everybody in place for the competency hearing?
Mr. Cripps's client is in the hospital, I do believe, and then there's no report.
Okay. All right. So we'll go on the record. How much more time do we need before we go on the record? Y'all know? Do we don't have any report at all?
Mm-mm.
No.
Okay.
Ooh. Okay.
Okay, calling case number 230-588-1501. The people of the state of Michigan versus Wilma Turner. The defendant is being charged with homicide, murder, second degree.
All right. All right. Appearances for the record, starting with attorney for the people.
Good afternoon, Your Honor. Shelley Drain for the people, P number 60249. I'm standing in for the attorney of record, Assistant Prosecuting Attorney Bryn Bailey.
All right. And counsel for the defendant.
Good afternoon, Your Honor. Sarah Kraus, P81830. I am also standing in for the attorney of record, David Cripps, for Ms. Turner. I'm asking that her presence be waived today, Judge. She is actually in the hospital right now.
Of course, at this point in time, the court is going to allow her presence to be waived as she is currently in the hospital. And this is a competency hearing today. We are not in receipt of the report at this present time. What was the last court date that you appeared on that she was supposed to have been referred for this competency hearing? That'll give me kind of a gist of what's taking place at this point. Do we know?
I am not sure of the court date.
Okay.
We're
Oh,
both
yeah.
standing in.
Oh,
Maybe
y'all, I
it's
was gonna say, I am so sorry.
adjournment.
I realized after I said it that you're standing in right now. Madam Clerk, are you able to see what the last court hearing was that they had for Ms. Turner?
Now, let me see, let's see. So, okay, the comment, okay, so on September 22nd, probable cause hearing was held where they asked for competency hearing to be due today. And so that was the last court, excuse me. That was the last court hearing on the September 22nd.
And we don't know if she was even interviewed, because that would have been the allotted time period, which is 3 months typically that they need to complete a forensic or a competency exam.
January 2nd is a good day, if, because I know it's for it's a second, yeah, that's on a Tuesday. If we wanna, return to this.
Do y'all want to try January 2nd? That way they can, because I need some more information. And can you find out, Attorney Krause, if you can ask, she's in the hospital. Is she in the hospital in what capacity? Because I don't know that they were able to find her. And so having that information provided to the court so we can know exactly, I'm sure she's in some type of custodial hospital, it sounds like, but I want to make sure that we understand exactly what that is. So tell Attorney Chris, we need to have that information either by you or someone who could be or himself, so that the court can be aware of where we are, if she's even been able to be interviewed because of her current state and condition, so that we can know how to move forward. Because today, the court is not inclined and doesn't know like if where we're at this point in time. So it's frivolous for me to order another 90 days and we don't have good information. I don't want to do that and then mess everything up. So I'll do, does January 2nd work for you all to come back at 8:35 in the morning?
That
Yes.
works for Mr. Cripps.
Yep.
So we'll adjourn this competency hearing until then. Please be able to provide that information though, so there can be a determination on how we are going to go about getting this competency done, because we do need to have some type of documentation for both the prosecutor's office as well as defense counsel and the court to be able to make some determination on where Ms. Turner stands in reference to being prepared for trial or prepared for preliminary examination in that fact. So, okay.
Thank you, Judge.
No problem. Thank you.
Thank
Thank
you,
you
Judge.
both. Thank y'all both.
Thank you.
Thank you
Happy
so much for your
holidays
patience.
to
Same
everybody.
you. All right. Thank
too.
you, Attorney Drain. I know it was a long morning. I apologize for
That's
your
okay.
this morning.
Thank
I
you
really
for
do.
coming.
I know. I'm so sorry.
All good.
Right,
Okay.
I get it.
I know I'm not finished yet, Attorney. Okay, we got people in person. Okay. I'm ready.
No, Your Honor, we're good, actually. One case which we have left is Lee Thomas. I was gonna ask Ms. Drain, I didn't have an attorney sign or anything for Lee Thomas. I don't know if you want to do with that case, that's the last case. I just don't have-
Can we adjourn it to tomorrow, and I'll try to reach out to find out who the defense attorney is and reach out to him?
Is that okay,
or
Your
her?
Honor?
That's okay. Yep, we can adjourn it until tomorrow.
Okay. I
All right.
will, it's James King. Yeah, that's right. It is, because I sent discovery. I'll reach out to him and ask him to zoom in tomorrow if possible.